We are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Freaky Friday. We are coming to you guys live from the Worship and Tribunert studios. Again, we are so glad you're joining us tonight. We decided that we're going to make this night about witcheries. So last week we talked a little bit about, we got into some horror movies and we started talking a little bit about The Witch. In a drunken rant of ours, we were, discussing about how The Witch is not creepy. It ain't creepy. There's nothing creepy about it. Well, it's dark. It's dark. However, the thing with The Witch is that I liked it the first time, but at the same time, I'm like, what the fuck just happened, bro? And then I watch it the second time. I'm like, all right, let's just end this. And I can't get through. Jeremiah, why art thou going into the woods again? Hello, John Beltran. Thank you for joining us tonight. Actually, I did a little bit of research on witches last night. Doing some research, getting my lines into order here, Okay, so from Wikipedia, witches, Wicca derived from Old English, practice witchcraft or witchery, skills of all magical abilities. So that is what a witch is defined as. Now, are there practicing witches today? Yes! From Gaia.com, witches today are defined in 3 ways. 1, someone who actively practices magical rituals or spells. 2, someone who has a spiritual connection, such as a psychic, medium, or tarot reader. And 3, someone who worships pagan gods. Modern-day witches practicing witchcraft often include the lighting of candles, meditation, yoga, burning incense, the smudging of sage, using crystals, and practicing dream analysis.
Crystals.
These are all connected to pagan roots and all thought to be tied to the devil or satanic rituals. But does that paragraph listed above sound scary? I think not. The thing is that I think that witches today get a bad rep, and people just so if a witch was like, I'm just trying to practice my yoga moves, during the Salem witch trials, she was considered a witch. Dude, that's so messed up. So getting back to The Witch, though, the actual movie, The Witch. Now that we know what a witch is, thank you, Wikipedia and Gaia, for your wonderful information. Shout out. Well, while we're trying to fix these mics here, I'm going to go down a list last night that I made. It was really late at night. Okay. Of top favorite witchy movies. And I also did include a witch show. The Craft, an American haunting about the Bell Witch in Tennessee. The Blair Witch Project. The Witches, which we already talked about. And this is Daryl's lame-ass pick. The Last Witch Hunter. It's so lame. Yeah. Who does it have in it? Vin Diesel's in it. It's like, come on, bro. Ugh. Hocus Pocus, of course. Practical Magic. Midnight Margaritas. All about the Midnight Margaritas and Practical Magic. And this is not a movie, but it's an amazing show. Charmed. The original. The OG. OG. And then I also put down Teen Witch. Suspiria. And then we watched last night when we turned off The Witch because I just couldn't anymore. Gretel and Hansel. And we saw that a few months ago, back before the pandemic fucking happened, in the movie theater. Do you guys remember what a movie theater is? Well, we saw that movie and we're the only ones in there, and it was wonderful. And Gretel and Hansel is a great fucking movie. So if you haven't seen that yet, you should see it. The soundtrack is so bomb. So bomb. We discussed a little bit about witches, the history of them, what a witch is, and we went down a list of a few witchy movies, right?
We did.
So And then I got to make fun of Daryl about the last Witcher movie.
But the last Witch Hunter.
Is it the last Witch Hunter?
Oh, the one with Vin Diesel?
Vin Diesel.
But really, what else is new? You make fun of me a lot. Because I like a lot of really dumb things.
See, whenever I hear that, Vin Diesel as like a witch hunter, I automatically just start hearing Fast and Furious lines turn into witch stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you almost cursed me. You never even cursed your car. Or something like that.
I like to live my life a quarter mile at a time.
I like to live my life one cauldron at a time.
Jet understands. Jet gets us.
But so, the last Witch Hunter, and what was my other pick? The Hansel and Gretel one.
Where it's
Jeremy
Gretel
Renner.
one. Oh,
No,
that one.
The Hansel and Gretel one with Jeremy Renner.
Oh, that one's so bad.
It is.
Yeah.
It's bad, but it's like good. You know?
It's
good
not,
in a bad way.
It's
Yeah.
not even
Right.
good in a bad way. It's just, I want my life back.
Like, I didn't watch it to be like, oh my God, this is going to be like the most amazing movie on the planet.
Okay, well, you know, I tried with The Witch again. I really did. I just couldn't get through it. And like I said, we turned it off and we watched Gretel and Hansel. And if you haven't seen that fucking movie, please see it. It's super good. It's creepy. It's weird. And
Introspective. That's a good word.
yeah. And the music is like bomb in that fucking entire movie. It's so
Kind of
good.
has like a Stranger Things vibe to it.
Yeah. It's so good. Just saying. Just
Just
throwing it out
talking,
there.
just riffing, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones will be right with you.
Mr. Jones and me.
No, I never seen Mr. Jones.
They're both gamers. The Witcher.
I never played. I am a gamer, but I've never played The Witcher.
I played all three.
Did you watch the show?
I started watching the show and was like, meh.
Yeah, I kind of thought it was like they were going with the corny a little too much for me. You know what I mean? Like, it was still pretty cool. If I was a Witcher fan, I'm sure I would be into it. But as just someone coming into the show, I was just kind of like,
Well, it's like anytime you have a game, I feel like that has like that kind of like character depth, you know, where it's kind of like reading a book, you know, versus seeing a movie. Except for I feel like in a game like that, it's even more like extreme because you've like invested time and stuff into that character. It would have been almost better for them to just say, we're going to go a completely different direction with a completely different witch hunter or Witcher.
Yeah.
Witch hunter.
You got the
Sorry.
Corona man?
that dry cough, you know what I mean? It's been getting me.
I think, you know, I'm kind of excited to see what this is right here. We're going to show this.
Well, you can read it, but it's just been hell for review because they said shit.
Oh, okay. How about VR? Off topic, but Half-Life.
I'm assuming that's a virtual reality game. I've always been a huge Half-Life fan. And actually just recently applied to a job at Gearbox Studios.
Cool.
But I didn't get it.
Oh. Well, that sucks, Daryl. Keep your head up.
I will.
You got this, buddy.
So I decided to go into live streaming, which is really going great. As
Since
my
we can't
second
get
stream has indicated.
Microphones to work. We're good. Everything is good. You guys can hear us. Okay, so we talked a little bit about witches, right? We talked a little bit about The Witch. We named some of our favorite witch-inspired movies, right?
Which inspired us to do what?
Which inspired us to talk a little bit more about.
What about Hocus Pocus?
That's what it was on my
It was
list.
on the list, but it wasn't originally.
Oh.
No, and
Directionless
then I was
Daryl
like-
had to throw it in.
I was like-
Directionless Daryl. It turns out it got a little direction underneath there somewhere.
Sometimes the old brain, it starts to turn.
Daryl Devil might not have eyes, but he does have a sixth sense built in to his brain.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Sorry, nerd talk.
It's just how we talk to each other.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Well, no, actually, we started talking to each other in song.
In song.
You
What
know?
do you mean? Fair
Only Slipknot songs, though.
Oh, Slipknot.
Hocus Pocus was on the original list. I went down through it, but I was going through and naming like some creepy witch movies that haven't been popular. And then I was like, oh, Hocus
She's
Pocus.
walking it back. Walking it back.
It's right here. It's literally number 6.
Literally.
I said that would probably be my number 1.
It's pretty important.
Well, my number 1.
You and I.
No.
It's like Batman talking.
Number 2.
So I also wanted to talk about we started saying how we were going through a few like creepy stories, like personal stories last week on some freaky shit, right? And you told a story.
Mm-hmm.
What did I tell a story? I don't remember.
Yeah, you told a few stories.
Telling stories over there, huh?
Storyteller.
No one likes that.
We were given a story to talk about, but it wasn't really witchy related.
No, it wasn't. But we don't have to really, talk all about witches.
No.
We did talk about witches, and
How about we do this? If you have any witchy experiences, witchy encounters, good or bad, just drop a little comment there.
or if you consider yourself, because like I said earlier, they said that people who meditate or practice yoga or, wear crystals or charge
Crystal streaks.
charge crystals or
Smudge.
they smudge.
Smudge.
seeds.
That's crystal
I was like,
smudge.
crystal
So I was honestly, I was
my God.
literally
It took me a second.
I was reading all of that stuff the other day, and I was like, you know who this sounds like? It sounds like my sister-in-law, Stell. Stell does all of them.
Shout out, Still.
Stell, are you a witch?
Shout out, Danger Zone.
Yeah.
Hashtag Danger
So-
Zone.
I mean, that girl walks around holding sage everywhere. Just sage and shit, getting rid of all the bad
She be smudging her smudges.
juju. Smudging the smudge.
She got to smudge her sage first before
Smudging
she
the
smudges it.
smudge. So, yeah, if you guys have any, just even creepy stories you want to share with us that we can read aloud, we would love that. And I mean, we have a few things too. Ooh, Jenna 617 says, my mom and my aunts do this thing. When a child is behaving badly or has a fever, they say I can't read it.
Has a fever.
Apostles'
They
Creed?
say the Apostles' Creed while doing the sign of the cross with an egg over the child's body. Then they crack it. ...
Dot. Is that the dun?
That's like on the La Llorona movie, right?
Yeah.
Right.
They have
Okay, they crack
To
it
see how much evil is in that child,
into some
however
water
much blood comes out.
and put a cross
Ugh.
with wood.
Wood.
Usually toothpicks on top of the water. I swear it works. So what you're
Weird.
trying to say, Jenna, is that my kid's starting acting like a fucking douchebag. I should do that?
Yeah, exactly.
What's up, Colin? What's up, Kyle? Glad
What's
to
up,
have
guys?
y'all.
What Hey, what
I
up?
might honestly do it. I might do
Okay.
it. I'm going to try it. I'm going to be like,
Which one do you want?
I would like the cranberry. I got you a pear because I don't know if you have the pear yet.
I don't know if that was for me.
That one's for
I got
you.
A different one.
Mm-mm.
Thank you.
Shriners at my state university have a murder adjacent hazing ritual.
That's creepy.
That's
To
messed
take
up.
his words.
That is creepy. Have you witnessed
So,
this or know anybody?
Shriners at my state university have a murder adjacent hazing ritual. That's
Which is
creepy.
creepy. Yeah. So stay away from those people, my friend.
If anyone trying to haze you, you stay away.
A friend confided in him or her.
Them.
Is the word.
What is words?
So we know that like also Easter is coming up, right?
She said to do it.
I know. That's what I said. I might actually do it.
Oh, do it. Wait. We don't need to be wasting eggs.
Right now, we need to be wasting eggs.
Don't be wasting those eggs. We in a crisis.
So next time that I'm in Target with Ricky, and he has wandered off like a terribly bad child, I'm gonna go grab an egg.
I didn't even go to the toy section.
I did.
She did.
Exactly, to look for you.
No, well, I also wanted
yeah, but I went to the cheese section to look for cheese. So back up, son.
I got us a salad
Listen here, sucker.
because you were like,
Sucker face.
yeah, let's get a salad. And Ricky wanted a pepper. And then they ain't no peppers in the Target.
You wanted a pecker.
So
all I'm saying is it's gonna be egg time next time.
anytime. Well,
Egg time
apparently
next time.
they're going to be.
Hey, Jet. Don't be eating that salad.
I forgot.
The real scrub Jake says, I got you 3 eggs to $6. Dollars. Dollar. Holla. The whole thing with
It just occurred to me what was happening. So that's why it was funny to me.
we're talking about
Go ahead.
literally talking about eggs because I said Easter.
Right.
And we
bunnies.
have bunnies and we have Zombie Jesus Day coming up.
Painting eggs.
Painting
Who
eggs.
thought of that? Who thought of that?
The Easter bunny, bro.
Zombie Jesus.
That's weird.
So-
Like, hey, part of our religion entails little children painting eggs and hiding them.
I think that's part of the religion.
Well,
we will see your children.
where did that come from?
See
That's
your
what I'm saying.
children. We will see
Where
your
did that come
children.
from based
Painting
on
Easter
the
eggs.
idea of the religion?
I don't.
Tell me,
Then comes
Daryl.
Zombie
You're
Jesus.
religious.
Zombie Jesus. Then
I
comes
don't
Zombie
know.
Jesus.
Tell me of
Easter
these
Sunday.
warlocks that you worship in these buildings. The points.
Oh my god.
You're the one who's been to Bone Church. You tell me.
Yeah, we
I've
have.
never been
visiting
to a
as a
church
normal
that
human.
cool.
That's when Ricky literally died.
I've never been to a church that cool.
No,
It was pretty metal.
it was metal church. Completely fucking metal church.
No, it was made out of bones.
Oh.
Y'all see that YouTube video on the Darker Art of Dr. Seuss? That shit slaps. Wow. I've never seen that, and now I'm going to have to watch it. Xavier Martinez, what is up? I heard this story growing up about a lady in white. My grandparents and their family were digging for treasure one night in some lawn. Supposedly, the digger couldn't leave the hole because then the treasure would disappear or go way down into the ground. Ooh. That's fucking weird. You can't take my treasure. This is Mother Earth's treasure.
Give me gold. Right? Because the leprechaun.
I am the leprechaun.
That's what it sounds like you guys are talking.
Yeah,
about.
that's creepy
To
though.
me, you sound like a leprechaun. All you gotta do is read in the comments and you'll see leprechaun.
I mean, who all thinks
Everybody
this is
see
a
leprechaun? Say yeah.
yeah.
Xavier, where are you from? Because I'm about to go find this and go dig into the ground. We need that treasure.
I'm gonna show them how to get that treasure out of that hole.
Treasure hole.
Treasure hole.
Well, that's the thing.
Treasure troll.
Treasure troll. I'm the treasure troll.
Maybe that's the only people that can get it out. Treasure trolls. Treasure trolls get the treasure from the treasure holes.
You ain't digging no holes unless you pay the treasure toll.
The religious hymns you guys sing are crazy.
That was actually a Bone Church hymn.
Yeah.
You're turning the Bone Church hymnal to page 382.
He is
treasure troll.
The digger
is
left on the
treasure
hole because the lady in white appeared somewhere and then left the hole to protect his wife. And he is from Laredo, Texas.
Leproskin. Leproskin.
You should totally ask your mom if she remembers anything else. That would be really cool. That should be like your Easter Sunday dinner talk. Mom, whatever happened to the Laredo, Texas lady in white digging troll holes? I said troll holes.
You the troll hole looking from Laredo.
I just like that I had like thrown you off so bad about talking about
You
trolls.
did.
Laredo.
You'll see.
When you're down in the treasure hole and you ain't got the treasure hole.
Remember the lady from Laredo.
Hey, lady in white, you walked off from me, you goofy son of a bitch. Get your ass back there so I can get out of this hole.
Laredo, Theo.
I feel like we're not making fun of this entire story,
Yeah,
Xavier.
we're just talking.
This
Bill
is just
Cosby.
us. This is us in a nutshell, okay? I have a creepy story that my mom told me that I'd like to share. And
Share it.
+1 if you want to hear it. Let's get some interaction here.
my
+1
mom
if you want to hear it.
experienced
This is a
this,
scary
okay?
story
And
from her mom.
the best is, I'll tell, you want me to tell it in my mom's voice? So this
I
is
think
my
you should.
voice, and this is my mom's voice. This is how she talks. Because she's a Long Islander, an Italian Long Islander. Okay. You gotta pay the troll toll to get into the boy's soul.
Boy's soul. Shit. Coming from more than the flesh.
This podcast just got dark.
You don't, Theo. And now I'm like Tracy Morgan.
Yeah.
Tracy Morgan. Don't Tracy Morgan. You know I start talking like Tracy Morgan.
Someone put a -1.
Minus
Oh.
one. Oh, come on. This is a
Damn.
good story.
-1, dude? Really?
I know. That just,
Especially after you just said troll holes with a smiley rolling on the floor face.
yeah.
He's just messing with us.
I
Oh,
feel
+1.
Oh, this-
He was like, oh, fuck, they hate me. They're going to call me out.
We apologize.
Your face was rolling on the keyboard. And it just hit minus
All right.
accidental act.
Then I guess I'll fucking tell the story about
We've got 3 +1.
Mama C. So this takes place back in the 70s when my mom and my dad first started dating and getting together.
1870s?
The 1870s. The 1970s, you dipshit. You
Dip satchel.
Oh, no, don't be
Don't
ashamed.
be a
Smile.
Jake. Roll on the floor.
Smile.
We're incapable of hate.
Yes. No, we are incapable of hating you right now. Okay. 1970 something. It's okay. I'm scared too. 1970 something. East Northport, New York. It's like a little hamlet into the North Shore of Long Island. There's a beach there called Sand City. So it has like it's pretty much like an inlet flowing in from the North Shore of Long Island, which is the Long Island Sound, into 60s, 70s.
Back in the 670s.
I can't even get through the story because I'm laughing at everybody's
My
comments.
mom was part of this Aztec ritual.
She summoned.
They sacrificed a child.
Grandma Aztec.
Grandma Aztec camera.
Oh shit, son! These chairs are killing my back. So
Get it back out of me.
I need a backy on me. Doctor said I need a backy on me. Okay,
All right.
so
1970s.
1970 something. There's the water flows in from the North Shore of Long Island, which is Long Island Sound, which flows into the Atlantic Ocean. Now, there's this little inlet called Sand City. It's a little beach. It's pretty much like a sandbar, okay? So there's water, and then you'll be like walking out, and you're like, oh, it's so deep, and you're like, ah! And then suddenly you're like, wait a second, I'm walking on water. I'm Jesus. So my mom and my dad,
I'm Jesus.
mind you, they were getting a little high. My mom admitted to me that they were smoking up, and they were just making out, doing
But
their
were they
stuff,
one
planning
toke
on
over the
making
line?
me, as a child. They're like, we're gonna make this little girl named Krista, and
As long as they weren't one toke over the line.
see, I'm not even good at telling a story because when my mom does it, like I literally fucking start laughing because the way she sounds. So they're sitting in the car, the windows are down, and there's no one around. And all of a sudden they start hearing, ooh. And my mom like, so it's like fucking Ariel is like coming out of the water, you know? And she's like, God damn it, Krista, let me tell the story. So they fucking swear that they saw this like woman walking up from the water, and she had fins.
It was a mermaid.
My mom,
It was a siren.
It was a mermaid.
yeah, my mom
She was
still
wearing red.
to this day tells that story. She still gets chills. She still freaks out about it. And I'm like, well, what did you do? Did you guys just sit there, like blaze out of your minds, like, oh my God? Or were you just really high and you thought you saw like a mermaid, but it was actually just a person who was like, I just got drunk on the boat, fell off the boat, slammed my happy ass up.
Mobster's yacht and swam ashore.
No, but she said that like it kept getting closer and closer to their car.
She was actually screaming, "Help me!
Help me!" And my dad and my mom were like,
"Fuck this shit!" Right?
Yeah.
We heard the most soothing sound of a woman singing. It sounded kind of like, "Fucking help me! I'm falling off a fucking boat. I need help."
Oh, thank God you're here! I thought I would swim up onto shore and there'd be no one for miles, but thank you, you're here.
Yeah.
Just sand blew all over her face and knocked her down.
Right? And she's like crying,
And after we
wiping
heard that,
her hands with like sandy tears, just
after we heard that soothing tune, we realized it was a siren, so we tried to shoot it with a gun.
And that was the day
And
we
that's
covered
the
up
day.
on murder and never spoke about it until this
Oh,
day.
this isn't a siren. This is just a little white girl that fell off a boat.
dude. That's the thing is that that's a creepy thing. Is my mom she'll tell the story and get like chills, like goosebumps. And she said that the singing got louder and louder as it approached the car. And I was like, Mom, wait, do it again. What did she sound at? And she'd be like, ooh. And I'm like, no, what does it sound like? She's like, God damn it! Because she gets so
You know, like when they hear talks of siren, like, you know, like singing evil women, you know, like that want men's souls or something back in the day. I feel like it would be less scary now because the tunes they would sing would be different.
I
Like
want
you'd
your
be like-
motherfucking soul.
You'd be like, what's that creepy noise? It sounds like a girl is singing. And then it's like, yummy, 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 yum. What is this chick singing? This isn't seductive. This
I
is
want to
Bieber.
make you a big pasta dinner.
Spoiler alert, it was Billie Eilish.
Ah! It was really Billie Eilish. And Jenna also said that she felt like mermaids, I bet mermaids are actually malevolent beings.
Right.
And then you were
Whoa.
conceived. This is the best comment.
And then you were conceived under the guidance of the fish woman god. Maybe it was a sign. I agree. This is probably true. Honestly. Well, I was born in the 80s, and this was in the 70s, but they were planning on it, you know? It inspired my birth.
It was a long conception.
It was a very long conception. Well,
I
Rickshaw
mean,
just blew my mind.
We don't know how long conception under the guidance of a fish woman god takes. It's taken years.
It could have taken a long time.
We could have driven back to that beach
Sand
once a
City?
week.
And, you know,
Are you guys talking about fish fucking?
God damn it, Ricky.
I'm
What y'all are
need-
talking about?
I'm gonna need to quarantine that.
Oh, I've been
comment.
needing to get that out. I'm so
review.
sorry.
I'm going to need to keep that joke away from every person I know.
It was actually really Pippi Longstocking. And the room went quiet.
Poppy.
Poppy?
Do
Pippi?
you guys like Poppy? You ever heard Poppy?
The troll.
No, the little
Still
the
talking about
little
trolls?
blonde white girl that has like really metal music, but then it's like pop singing.
No. I feel like I need
It's
to hear
really
this,
weird.
though.
I'm not gonna say online whether I like it or hate it, but I kind of hate
Would
it.
you say? Would you say it's as good as Baby Metal, or is it?
No,
worse?
like it doesn't jam as much as Baby Metal. Like Baby Metal actually jams. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Mhm.
And I will go on record saying my two girl children
Yeah.
love Baby Metal.
Baby Metal's sick.
And
It seems like
we ride around in the car and listen to it.
It sounds like a bunch of old metal dudes that
Yeah.
wrote like a bunch of really cool stuff that were like, let's hire some little girls to sing for us.
Yeah, pretty much.
But anyways, what did I just say? What
Poppy.
brought us? Oh, Poppy. Pop. Yeah, it's not as jammy,
Right.
but it still has heavy music. And then it's like, like
Is it
later.
like metal? Is it like old guy metal?
Not.
Or is it like
we'll just have to
breakdown?
I'll just have to show you sometime. It's like
broke.
I don't know.
Karate nipples. Yeah, we'll show
Karate
that one.
nipples. These Iwabo comments. You know what? For every person in here that has made one Iwabo comment, you have to donate $10 because we have still been broke since Iwabo,
Yes.
and you're still talking about Iwabo when we're starting all this new stuff. So if you donate, we appreciate that.
And I left Iwabo before even
It's all happening was
Seeing-
even written.
the first dollar.
This is true.
That's true.
So I've been broke longer than all of you.
Being
Man.
broke's fun.
Your wife is a pediatrician.
Dirty.
Dirty.
It's
Shot to
dirty.
the nut.
It's dirty.
We still be broke, Ricky. We broke. We crying in the tears. Stephen Rivers. Okay, so I also have another story I can tell about
Tell
my
it.
grandmother. So my grandma Ida, she would talk to a family member before they passed away in her dreams. So she would have a dream where she would be speaking and there'd be a big party and all of her family is there. And she would be having a conversation off in the distance with this specific person. The next day, she gets a phone call saying that this family member passed away. My grandfather, who was a working musician, he would go on to New York City every weekend.
Jenna's leaving. Say bye.
Bye, Jenna.
Hi, Jenna.
Thanks for joining. My grandfather was a working musician, would go out to New York City to play, and he would be coming back to Long Island late at night, and he fell asleep at the wheel. He came home. He woke my grandmother up, and he was like, Ida, I had the worst experience. I fell asleep at the wheel, and I had this dream that you were next to me, waking me up. And then she had like the same dream that was going on. And then when my mom and my uncle Greg had a German Shepherd named Gretchen, but my uncle liked to call her Missy Kabongowitz. She was getting old and she ended up needing to be put down because she was suffering. So my grandparents had this like 60s style spiral staircase with blue carpeting, and it creaked every single time that you like walked up or down it. And so my grandmother's just upstairs tidying up, and she just hears the dog coming up the stairs, and she's like, oh shit, they didn't put the dog down. And the dog wasn't there. And then my uncle, my grandfather came back and said, yep, and we put Gretchen down about like an hour ago. And that's when it happened, like an hour previous. So the dog was just trying to say goodbye to my grandma. My grandmother had crazy experiences with all of that stuff. She was like super weird with that stuff. What?
I'm gonna cry.
Why?
I cried in Onward.
I know.
You did. I mean, that was a pretty good movie.
But this is the weirdest part, is that my grandmother passed away a few years ago. And I went up to New York because she had a stroke, and I was staying up there with my son. And now I never napped with my son when he was a baby. I was always up doing things.
Shout out Unsolved Mysteries.
Yo, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Definitely. Especially the mermaid
Our show is
story.
just like Unsolved Mysteries.
if you or anyone.
Our show's like Unsolved Mysteries.
Scenario number 1. He's hanging by his neck in his fucking closet.
Scenario 2. It's that guy's voice. What's his name again? Robert Stack.
Yeah.
Robert fucking
Remember that? What I'm
Stack.
talking about on basketball?
Yeah.
They're like, his friend's missing. They're like, have you seen him? He's like, I don't know. For all I know, he could be hanging by his neck in his fucking closet. And Robert Stack goes, scenario number 1.
Yes.
He's hanging by his neck in his fucking closet.
Now I need to watch that movie. Oh my god.
Our show is like exactly like unsolved mysteries.
It
Like
is.
whenever
More of a
I
budget.
watch these live videos after we're done, I'm so enthralled that I threw away my unsolved mystery.
And you
Tapes.
wanted to watch this instead.
Yes.
Box set tapes.
Yeah. I
Can
threw them out my window
It's
and I
several
killed
boxes.
the dog because it's such a huge box of cassettes.
It's smushed into pieces. Oh my god. Okay, I'm going to continue the story. So, my grandmother went into hospice, and the day that she was going in, she had like no strength whatsoever. She like reached up out of the little ambulance thing, gurney thing,
Mhm.
whatever. Gurney. Okay. And she just reached up and she hugged me and she said, it's going to be okay. So I kept going back to visit her. I also visited her at the hospital too. And I scared the fuck out of her. And she's like, oh God. I was like, I'm sorry, Grandma.
It's my time.
It's death. No,
We're at a
it's not.
hospital.
It's
It's
me.
cool.
Yeah. And so I'm asleep. I'm actually napping. And I get a phone call. Well, not a phone call. I'm sorry. I had a dream that I was having a conversation with my grandmother. And she told me that everything was fine. She was in this hospice room. There was nothing around us. It was just complete black. And she's like, everything's going to be okay. You're going to be okay. I love you. Tell everybody I love them. It's going to be okay. And she looked not old and like falling apart like she did before she passed away. It was grandma that I knew growing up. Well, my stepdad is holding Finn, who's screaming and crying. You'd think I'd wake up for that. And he goes, Krista, you have to get up. Your grandmother just passed away. And I was like in shock because I'm like, what the fuck? Like I was just talking to her and she was completely fine. So I feel like all that stuff that happened to her in the past with a family member passing away, I experienced. Like she was like, let me just pass you on this creepy ass fucking gene right here, where you start seeing what I saw and talking to people that were in our family.
My last day breathing in eternal snow.
So Scrub Jake has a great question.
Okay.
It's the one right before the last one. Is this the same grandma that was leaving the phone message on that old Awabo song?
Yes, it is.
I thought it was, but I didn't want to say yes.
Krista's grandma. I'm just wondering how you were doing. Call when you can. Yeah. Yeah, that's the same grandmother.
Yeah, that's Grandma Ida.
That's Grandma Ida. But it's a crazy experience, and I've never experienced anything like that in my entire life. So I'm just like, what the fuck, Grandma? Why are you passing that shit away from me onto me, man? Because like I said, I never napped when my kid napped. Never. And she was the only one to call me every day. Are you eating an egg? You need to make sure you're eating an egg a day. Like after I had been. And I'm like, Grandma.
You wish you had a Grandma Ida.
Yeah. She'd come in like in the room with me and my sister.
Are you eating your eggs?
So this is a true story.
How many
And
eggs have you had today?
I just
Why do you insist on calling me every day and asking me how many fucking eggs I've been eating? You're gonna have to eat more eggs.
exactly.
You want to be on this diet, don't you?
So like
Eat your ass some eggs.
Do you work for the egg company?
Are you an egg?
Do you work for a farm? I secretly work for a farm. I just want you to buy my eggs.
The real Scrub Jake says, I've heard that message more than my own grandma's message.
See? Exactly. Because Ida was this, we used to call her Ida the spider. And this is the one thing that my grandmother would do. My sister and I told you the story last night. My sister and I were really young. It was when Stephen King's The Stand came on television. And I said, let's sneak out of bed and like go downstairs and watch The Stand together, which is creepy as fuck. We just discussed this, right? About The Stand the other day, about movies that were like creepy.
Oh, I mean,
End of the
that
world.
one's like kind of, pandemic style.
Style movies. And so my grandmother comes downstairs and we think that me and my sister are like, oh, fuck, it's grandma. We're in so much trouble. And she's like, what are you guys doing? would you like a nice ham sandwich? Like, we're like,
would you like a
Grandma?
tuna fish sandwich?
Would you like a
she's
nice?
what are you
No, it was
girls
always
doing?
ham sandwiches on Italian bread.
No, it's like, what the fuck are you girls doing?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Grandma. We snuck out of bed to watch the stand. We had to.
Would you like a nice?
Oh, that's okay. Would you like a nice ham
No.
sandwich?
What the fuck are you doing? Not eating ham sandwiches right now.
Yeah.
It's always ham sandwich time at this time.
I feel like watching like Golden
Why
Girls
the
with
fuck
her.
are you awake right now without a
Would you
ham
like a nice
sandwich in
ham
your hand?
sandwich? And it was
Yeah.
always a ham fucking sandwich, no matter what. And I'm like, yeah, Grandma.
If I
want
catch you girls sneaking out without eating first, you're grounded, okay?
Yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah, you know you need your ham nutrients.
You're hammy time.
Do you have any thought cover?
Do you have any cover thoughts? That make more sense? Doing a cover?
Doing cover songs?
Yeah. I told
We have
them
a few.
that we should do Tell Me Lies.
Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Tell me lies, tell me lies. Yeah,
That would be dope.
I love that
And then
song.
put a breakdown in it.
Oh, sick.
Tell me
Oh God, that just breaks me. Nirvana.
Too.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The mic's picking it up.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm just my.
I'm so sorry.
We actually have a cover of Bug Eyes by the band Dredge. If anybody knows Dredge. Cover Spirit Box. Dude, we should cover Spirit Box and Spirit Box should cover us.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
That'd be
fun.
sweet.
That'd be really fun. And it'd be funny. And then they'll just be like, no, we're Empyrean Lights. We're like, what are you talking about? We're Spirit Box. Just fuck with everybody.
It's kind of like that movie.
That would be so easy.
It's kind of like that movie, The Parent Trap.
But like, it would be Courtney and I wearing the same clothes and like doing our hair the same.
Uh-huh.
That'd be so funny.
Like that episode of the Tom Green show.
Yeah.
Where Tom Green dressed up like Andy Dick.
Yes.
And Andy Dick dressed up like Tom Green.
Do you remember the episode of Andy Dick where he's like the beautiful pigeons?
We are drinking Bon and Vive water.
We are.
You
It's so
you
my
mean
mom was the
seltzer,
ultimate
alcohol
hipster when it
seltzer.
came to seltzers. She was the one who started it all and who introduced me. And she's like, yeah, this is the
They said
newest
water.
thing. Sparkling water and spiked seltzer.
Just have yourself
Naturally
a seltzer.
flavored, only 90
It's
calories
Spike
and zero
seltzer.
sugar.
Remember Spike?
A kid.
Buffy.
Remember Spike Tea?
Spike Buffy. I love Buffy. You know who's a huge Buffy fan? Natalie.
Really?
She has like the R tattooed on
I'm
her.
pretty sure I've watched every season whenever they would do. Remember when they would have marathons on USA?
Yeah.
Nah, I watched
Dude,
all the
Buffy
episodes.
is on, they took it off of Netflix, but it's on Hulu. But Buffy also goes into witches.
Oh yeah, Buffy's dope.
Buffy's amazing.
What about The Autopsy of Jane Doe? That's a witch movie.
It is a witch movie.
But you don't really know it. Spoiler alert, guys.
Spoiler alert, the autopsy doesn't go well.
Dude, that movie's dope though. Just for like 3 characters in the whole movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's super creepy. I really like it.
Super crepey,
Super creepy.
It's
Super
super
creepy.
which crepes are good. So
Bought myself a 6-pack of watermelon vodka soda cans today. I'm very responsible. You have my thumbs up to that. But I'm leaving now this time. Leaving. Bye. Babadook. The Babadook.
Babadook.
Babadook. Duke.
Babadook reminds me of an episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Definitely. Or Goosebumps.
Yes.
Or more Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah. But it reminds me, like, remember that episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark? Whenever the dude finds out his basement is haunted, there's like this old cellar door in his basement. But he figures out that things only happen whenever he plays music around the door. And then he feeds it a kid. Remember that? That's what it reminds me of.
That's how we should do these, like Midnight Society.
Yeah, submitted for the approval of the Midnight Society.
See, Daniel,
I call this story live video.
he
Empyrean.
didn't have Nickelodeon growing up.
I didn't.
So
We
he has
should
no
show
idea.
him.
Oh my god, you just got so excited. That was like, you just look like a little kid on Christmas morning.
When somebody hasn't seen Are You Afraid of the Dark, you got to show them Are You Afraid of the Dark. Am I right, live chat? Still waiting. Someone agree with me.
And the music
Do it.
is creepy. The little kid laughs.
Oh, no, he didn't agree with me either.
Oh, well, someone should make the Marmaduke.
The
Marmaduke.
He said, hell yeah. See?
Dude, I think that, honestly, I loved all the Goosebumps books, but when Snick came on and, like, Are You Afraid of the Dark came out, I was like, oh, here's my jam. I'm going to turn out the lights.
There's, like, a difference, though. Like, Goosebumps is, like, it's, like, spooky, but it's quirky.
Mm-hmm.
And then Are You Afraid of the Dark was kind of really scary for, like...
A kid.
Yeah,
for a
if
kid.
you were young,
Yeah.
like from what, like Chris just showed me a couple of them, and if you were young,
I showed
and
you, like, the
this,
theme song trailer, like the intro.
Yeah.
I thought we watched one on YouTube.
No,
They
we
had
just...
a whole one to watch on YouTube.
They
Maybe.
did, but we just watched the intro, so you could hear like the music and see
Okay.
like
Well, then,
the laughing children.
if
in
that's
the
all I
theme
had to
song.
go on was the intro, I was like, damn, yeah, if I would have seen this as a kid, I would have been terrified.
Apparently, there's, like, a reboot. Are
You Afraid of the Dark?
Miniseries.
Yeah.
Are You Afraid of the Dark? Did you see it?
No, I haven't seen it. Where can I find this? Does
I don't know.
anybody know where this is at? Because I would love to watch it. Goosebumps.
Thanks for agreeing with me, the real scrub Jake.
It came from beneath the sink.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm. That's a good one.
The scariest Are You Afraid of the Dark episode was Laughing in the Dark. The tale of laughing in the dark.
You know, Ryan Gosling was on that show when he was a kid.
No, he was on Goosebumps.
Goosebumps.
He was on Say Cheese or Die. That was right.
My favorite Goosebumps was One Day at Horrorland.
Mhm.
Because I like theme parks.
My favorite was Night of the Living Dummy.
Now, Living Dummy is great, but did you see the episode of One Day at Horrorland with the little horror creatures like walking around like, come into our ride and die. Feed us your children.
That sounds good.
Our Real Monsters was amazing.
Yes, Our Real Monsters was dope.
See, they don't have anything like that for kids now. You know, they're like, we gotta just dim it, just simmer down
Simadon.
the horror spectrum for these children today. And you're like, and then that's why we all grew up like this.
I feel like they are overprotective with their children's programming, but then the internet exists and they can just Google whatever they want.
Right. Exactly.
They're like, pussies.
Right. And there's like, oh, I tried to look up different cats, you know? And then they did. I have to look up a cat I have to do a project on cats for school.
Yeah. I'm going to do this. I have a book report on cats. So I Googled pussy.
Yeah.
And I found something scary.
Jellica cats.
Jellica cats. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse has cancer.
What's going on in the comments right now, guys?
Oh my god. It just broke me.
Teeth. Teeth is a scary one.
Teeth is good because that chick had literal teeth up her fucking vagine.
And that's the scariest thing you could ever think of in the real world.
That and like, she bit my dick off. Why? God, what about you guys? What are some of your favorite scary movies? Vagina.
Dentata.
Is
We're
that a song from The Lion King? Vagina dentata.
What a wonderful
Vagina.
What a wonderful snack.
She's got teeth. Tusk.
It's
Tusk is
your
a good one.
disease.
Tusk is a messed up one.
Tusk was messed up,
Dude, Tusk was messed up.
but
Real
it
hard.
kind of gave me nightmares.
It was just like, when he makes that noise.
Help! It's like, help me, please. And they just leave him.
And then eventually he just wants to be a walrus, you know? That's what it was.
I'm the walrus.
Eventually, he
I
just
am
gave
the
up his
Eggman.
shit. Have you been eating your eggs? How many?
How many eggs?
What's your egg count at?
Krista? Eggs! Chris?
What's your white blood cells at? Now, what's your brown egg count at?
Yeah. I think organic. Ichi the Killer. Did you see that?
Itchy the Killer was good.
I haven't seen
It's
that.
been a long time since I've seen
So
it.
maybe I need to watch that.
Yes. Annihilation was insane.
Was awesome.
Yeah. The books are really good too, that's based on.
Really?
Yeah.
It got super weird, though.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone who went to see that as just a casual movie goer was like,
Yeah. Well, like the books are really even more like weird
Really?
and intense. Yeah.
I haven't read the books.
They're kind of slow. a little
Insane
bit.
Clown Posse.
Insane Clown Posse's bowling balls.
So ridiculous. I mean, anything. Remember we saw? Did we see ICP?
Yeah.
That was sick.
It was pretty sick, honestly. They had so much
in a
Fago.
room of all juggalos. I didn't feel like I felt like we were gonna beat up because we weren't in our gear, you know. We
Mhm.
could have easily just put some face masks on and put like fishnets on our arms.
Like Coal Chamber.
Yeah.
Man, that's dope. We should do a Coal Chamber promo picture.
To like put the song that you wrote the other day to Donna about friends.
Yeah.
If you guys have not seen that video,
Hello,
Donna. If you guys haven't seen that video, please go. I posted on our Instagram of Ricky writing music.
Whoop whoop. So what's up, guys?
So the scariest film is Threads.
I've heard the name. I've heard that name.
Corruption.
Documentaries about corruption.
Documentaries about corruption are
Corrosion?
We just I have fear when it comes to watching like I could watch all the paranormal shit in the world. Everything else actually scares me. Not saying that paranormal shit isn't real, but like the world ending shit is creepy, you know. Ricky, the world's ending around you.
I mean, it is kind of. Tiger King. Tiger King was pretty cool. It's just overhyped to me. I'm like one of those people that will watch everything. Like I would have watched Tiger King, and I probably would have like become obsessed with it if everybody else wasn't already obsessed with it. Like maybe I should have immediately watched it, but I had other shows going on. But anyways, I think the most interesting part of it is Carol, the Carol feud, and Carol maybe supposedly murdering her husband. So that was the interesting part to me. The rest of it is I live in North Texas, and the Tiger King has literally come into the Applebee's I used to work at, and like some of my friends that work there took pictures with baby tigers. So I was like, so when everybody started posting about the Tiger King and the way he looks and stuff, I was like, yeah, I work in Oklahoma. I see these people all the time, you know. So that's how I felt about it.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I thought the Tiger King, I was like, what the fuck? Watched a few episodes here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, yeah, they're just fucking, everybody's crazy. They're all fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. It is what it is. But everybody's like, oh my God, people dressing up like the Tiger King and taking pictures and spray painting their cows. I'm like, what the fuck? You guys are just like literally making this fucking idiot famous. Like, I don't understand.
He's like, Trump's gonna look into it.
The Trials of Gabriel Fernandez. I can't watch shit. I think, doesn't it have to do with like a little boy being murdered?
Yeah.
I can't deal with children being murdered by sick fucking people. That is where I draw the goddamn line. I couldn't even like watch. Well, I did even like get through some of the horror movies. That like Last House on the Left has like that rape scene.
Oh yeah.
And Fuck the Hills Have Eyes. I'm like, oh my god.
That scene,
like it's really that shit is brutal, and it's so hard for me to get into. So even like,
or like the Green Inferno.
The Green Inferno. Oh God, no! Or like
you haven't
Cannibal
seen that.
Holocaust.
I told you about it when we were talking about this one time. I was like, yeah, well, don't watch the Green Inferno then. Okay.
Yeah, that movie's pretty fun.
So,
what about the Green Room? You ever seen that?
With the band?
Yeah,
yeah.
And Patrick Stewart as a Nazi dude.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome.
It was a great movie.
Green Room. I still haven't seen that.
We started it.
My friend Krista. I have a friend Krista. Yes. She lives upstate New York. She has told me, she's like, you've been in a fucking band. You have to see this goddamn movie. So it's about a band being like, just what? Are they ripped apart?
No, it's just a bad situation they get put in.
See, I feel like that's something that would happen to us.
They're a punk band.
Yeah.
You know, and they're fronted. Are they fronted by the girl?
No, it's the dude. It's the dude who died, the actor died.
Oh, okay. Anton Yelchin.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're fronted by this guy, and like as they like show up to this club to play, it's all like skinheads.
Well, then their show gets canceled and they get offered another show, but then the guy warns them like, yeah, it's a little bit sketchy, but they get there and it's all skinheads.
Yeah. And like the singer is like very outspoken against, like they showed that earlier on in the movie.
Yeah.
That he was like very outspoken against like stuff like that whole topic, you know? So they go there and they're like playing the show, and like the singer just starts like after one of their songs, which was there, he was like, this song's called like, you know.
Oh, it was like the fuck you Nazi punk or whatever.
It was like fuck you Nazi punks.
And then they start getting angry and like
so
what really happens?
They start getting pissed, and you think like it's going to be the crowd that's like fucking with them, but then like somebody gets murdered.
Someone. The people that work there end up murdering a person,
and the band
sees it, so they lock them all in the green room, and they're like, yeah, it's all gonna be fine. It's all gonna be fine. And then when they lock the door, the people in the band are like, they're gonna fucking kill us. Yeah. So they have to pretty much try and get out of this scenario.
So it's like them. So it's like them trying to get out of the venue.
Yeah,
it's literally the whole movie is them trying to get out of the venue with like all the lights, all the power and shit shut off.
Yeah,
and there's people around literally trying to kill them in the worst ways possible.
How big was this venue? Because there's many ways to get out of a venue.
Right, but they were in the green room where there was no other door.
Mm-hmm. It was like if you got led to the cellar, you know, that's where the green room was, you know, so you got to like make your way out, you know, and like people are trying to kill you everywhere.
Oh my God.
And Patrick Stewart is like the leader of like the skinheads or whatever.
He's like,
that's what
I'm also a skinhead.
I think that's what they covered Nazi punks.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Damn. Danny Rodriguez, what is up? You did not miss out a lot.
And you missed out on everything. To be honest with you.
Don't listen to him.
To be really honest with you, you need to rewatch this.
If you want to, you can rewatch it. It will be up on our YouTube.
We did, since you were here last week, we did talk about The Witch, which Krista did watch some of
the second time, and I stopped it.
We made it about 3/4 of the way through it. And actually, to be fair, I stopped it because I was like, okay, look, I really like this movie, but it's boring the hell out of me right now. So that's not on Krista. That's more on me.
Things happen, man. Things happen.
I think The Witch is good, but it's just a slow moving movie. And if you're not
what did I tell you at the end of it?
I remember.
I don't remember. What did you say to me? Remember? What did you say to me, Derek?
Speak it again.
Tell me again. Just whisper it to my ear real quick. Boyo. Boyo, just tell me in my ear real quick.
Lasers from his eyes, fire from his arse.
If I was William Wallace, I would shoot lasers from my dick and lightning beams from my ass. Arse.
This was a movie before I was racist?
No, what I said to you was, I said, okay, having watched 3/4 of it again, I honestly cannot put this movie in the horror genre.
Right. That's what you said.
To me, it's more in a like psychological thriller, because like, so for me, and like the reason why the movie, like, I guess affected me as much as it did is because like my dad, came from an era where like he literally grew up in a house. He had 8 other siblings, and they lived in a house that was just like that, like one fucking open room, and so it's like, whenever bad stuff happened, you weren't like shielded from it. And so it's like, and then they lived in the woods, so it's like that whole like sense of like, and at the time when he was a kid and they lived out, it wasn't grown up, it was just like one dirt road coming out there to where they settled, but like nobody ever came out there, so I kind of had like, from stories that my dad's told me of him like growing up and seeing like the actual place, like in the woods where his, house that he grew up in is, and you could still see like the outline of like the rotted wood, where the floor would have been and everything. Like it just really, kind of like messes with my mind. Cause like to me, I told Chris, I was like, you could honestly like take the witch out of it and it would still be scary. So, cause like,
wait, did your dad have a Black Phillip?
They had chickens, they had goats. I don't know if they had a Black Phillip.
They had a White Rhonda.
And he.
Oh my God.
They had a White Ronaldo.
Get here, Rhonda.
Get your ass in here.
Eat those beans.
Rhonda, quick, give me that bloody ass milk. Bitch, get it in gear. I'm sick of drinking blood.
Disgusting.
It was.
That's so
Broken
disgusting.
Ricky.
Dad, if you're watching, I love you so much. But like, I just like that movie. Have you seen the movie It Comes at Night?
Yeah.
Like that movie is. I wouldn't necessarily put it in the horror genre either. It's a psychological like thriller.
Yeah.
And you don't ever really know. Chris is broken. You don't ever really know like what it is, and so to me, I'm like, they gave it the witch thing, but if you took the witch out of it, it's like it'd still be creepy as hell.
That's
like,
kind of what that movie is. It Comes at Night.
Yeah,
it's like an intensity and a bunch of things happening, but you never really get told what it was.
Yeah,
so it's just like leaving out the bad guy.
Right. You're like, was there really ever? You're like, was there really ever even anything to be afraid of?
Right.
Or was it just the people like losing their fucking minds because they're out there in the middle of nowhere after this crazy?
That's what it seemed like.
It could, it very well could be. And that's what I told Chris. I was like, because you could make the argument that this is the real plot of the movie. That these, hardcore Christian religious people were banished from their town, because the husband, stood up for his beliefs and they moved into the freaking wilderness in the middle of nowhere, and just like the baby was actually taken by like a wolf or something, but the kid was like so overcome with grief that they didn't know what it was, and then they just start seeing witches and like, it literally could be anything. And then it's like, so
have you ever seen The Lodge? It's like a newer movie.
No.
It's pretty good.
What is it on?
So someone asked us
yet.
if we had seen a movie. Actually, a
The
couple
Lighthouse.
people.
You've
Some
seen
people
it.
said, "Have we seen The Lighthouse?" I have not.
I watched
Ricky
it,
has.
but I didn't pay attention 100%, so I feel bad. But it's like, it's from what most people told me, which I could see it being true, is like, it's a pretty good movie. Not the best plot, but the cinematography and like the acting is phenomenal. So,
And that's what I would say about The Witch. It's
Right.
like
The cinematography and the music is
the
sick.
cinematography, the music, and even the acting.
Yeah.
Because it's like, even though it's like, yes, the these, the thous, the way they were talking, like it got really annoying after a while, especially watching it again. I was like, okay, yeah, this is really boring.
The mom's like, I want to go back to England.
But like, yeah, I mean, but it's like the way that it was kind of like watching, you know, like Daniel Day-Lewis and like There Will Be Blood or whatever, you know. It's
but you can't
it was
put Daniel
acted
Day-Lewis
so well.
in that category.
Dude, but The Witch
He's
Man was
the
acted
man.
so well. That movie was acted so well.
Acted.
Oh, yeah,
What would be the word?
same director?
Is it?
The Lighthouse and The Witch, yeah.
Really?
Oh, really?
But so you didn't really pay attention to it. You're like in and
I mean,
out of it.
I was kind of in and out of it, yeah. I think I was editing videos.
I want to see this. I really do.
Yeah, this
I mean,
is
it's
several
Robert
times someone said it.
Pattinson and Willem Dafoe.
Oh, I
Okay.
like Willem Dafoe.
So, and they're like in a lighthouse together, and that's like the whole movie.
Yeah,
Oh.
And they're losing their damn minds.
So,
laugh,
right.
laugh throat.
So isolation is clearly a theme that this dude
Yeah,
goes for.
Yeah.
You know?
because the lighthouse is about how they're like two dudes on a ship, and they have to stay there for a little bit before they leave. I can't remember why, but then they start spending all their time in this lighthouse. And they're going crazy, and then Willem Dafoe's like, you know, this fucking seagull keeps like pestering Robert Pattinson, and
Fucking seagulls.
and Willem Dafoe's like, don't ever fucking kill any of these seagulls. Like, that's a bad omen of the sea. And then he ends up fucking flipping out and killing one, and then like bad luck from there, and like weird visions and like all sorts of fucking crazy stuff. But yeah, those two dudes are like the best people you could ever cast to be crazy as fuck
Mhm.
at each other. You know what I mean?
What is it like? Okay, bring it back to this though. So there's a seagull in that movie. There's that rabbit in The Witch,
Mhm.
and then like there's also in like what is it called? Is it the fourth kind?
The owl.
The owl. Like, what is it with animals? And even like Black Phillip, Black Phillip, white.
Well,
Run.
everybody knows that goats are associated with the devil ever since Iowa came out. You know.
Well,
what I mean?
Duh.
everybody blames Slipknot. Okay, can I just let you know they are very nice people. Clown is a
I
very
mean,
nice man.
Slipknot wrote my Bible like 2 or 3 times.
The
You know what I mean?
devil wasn't real until Slipknot came out.
I mean,
Ooh, the
Exactly.
Mothman. Yeah, 1-star rating.
The
Okay,
Mothman
one
wasn't
full
out.
circle back to mermaids. Exactly. And cults are very scary. I have watched Scientology movies. I was like, my face the entire time was like, oh, what the actual fuck?
Mothman Prophecies is dope.
Mothman Prophecies is amazing. Amazing. The whole like movie and the folklore about it is just creepy.
Yeah, it's real creepy.
So Scrub Jake said, any chance you guys would be down to do a live reaction to this Dr. Seuss video on the stream right now? Might be good content. It's about 10 minutes. It's about 10 men.
10 minutes is kind of a long time, but it's up to y'all.
We got nothing but time, right, Ricky?
That is true.
That is
We all
what
got
someone
nothing.
told me once.
If you guys
earlier
like
this
weird,
evening.
you guys like weird documentaries, you guys should
We're
watch.
like running against an appointment. Oh shit, hurry up. We got nothing but time.
Bro, why you in such a hurry? We ain't got nowhere to be.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
tell everybody
The
about a weird
mafia said
documentary.
we got a whole week before we pay that money back.
That's today. Yeah, you said the same thing last Monday.
Well, it is going on an hour and 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh,
We're gonna
darn
wind
it,
it
that's
down.
just, like, blending into your shirt.
And so we're going to sign off for now, but be sure to keep an eye out. If, you like what's coming out right now from us and want us to keep doing it, please, consider clicking on the link in the description, and donating to us. We're jobless right now without you guys and doing this for you guys. So we're going to be trying to incorporate some, live streams of, working on some music in the coming week and week and a half, just 3 weeks or so.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely going to be worth, your support to help us get to that point. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And thanks for hanging out tonight with us.
If you guys haven't subscribed to Worship and Tribute Nerd.
Oh, I have a podcast, like a video podcast channel, and we also make funny videos. We also do other stuff, but Worship and Tribute Nerd. Go subscribe. Go check it out. I also have a Twitch where I'm going to be streaming games. That's Worship and Tribute Nerd at Twitch.
Thank you for, contributing and hanging out with us and just chilling with us on this Freaky Friday. And we will see you guys soon.